How's it going, guys? Gabe here with RC Cincy, and today I got an unboxing for you guys. It's the Dronoid uh, drone, and it is made by Cyberred, and it's a transforming drone. This one is the tank series. It's a dual pack that came with the drone and the attachment to make it a tank. It says you can fly 100 feet, 5 to 7 minutes, and drive 3 different speeds for 30 minutes. So that's pretty cool. Let's flip this around. Let's see here. It shows how easy it is for the arms to pop off and on. There's your controller. It says it's the tank series. Obviously, you get the tracks. You can pop them right on. It says the accessories you can get for it. You can get a drone. Obviously, you can buy just the drone. You can get customization pack. You get dual batteries. You get an HD camera. You get a replacement controller. You can get the track kit. You get the rover kit, which has the wheels instead of the tracks. You get extra propellers, SD card, and the Wi-Fi accessory, which would be the Wi-Fi app. On the side here, it just says what's included: the drone, charger, remote, props, ages 8 and up. On this other side, it just says that it's a 6-axis, has a 6-axis gyroscope, has headless mode, speed controlled, and 2.4 gigahertz signal. So unfortunately, bad news is I got this from Toys R Us. They're closing. It's very unfortunate. I have a lot of memories of going to Toys R Us and getting birthday gifts and so on. So I'm sad to see them go. Honestly, I didn't help. I shopped a lot from Amazon, and just the brick and mortar stores aren't doing too good these days. So that's kind of a bummer. But the only good news out of this was that I managed to get some money knocked off of it. This is normally, it said just $69.99 clearance. Then I got another 10% off of that, and then I got another 10% off the total purchase. So when it was all said and done, this should have been like 74 bucks and some change after taxes, and I got it for like 58 bucks after taxes. So it was a pretty darn good deal, I thought, in my opinion. I saved some money. And I thought my nephew would really enjoy this. Now, obviously, he's mainly going to be playing with the tank until he learns, when he gets older, learn to fly, which may take a while. Well, he's really smart, so it shouldn't take a long time, but just, you know, being as young as he is, we want him to obviously be under adult supervision and, you know, make sure he doesn't hurt himself or anyone. So, if you're younger than 8 years old, make sure you have an adult watching you. Even if you are 8 years old and older, just always have adults supervising, and make sure, you know, even if you're an adult that's flying, just be careful. Make sure, recommendation would be to put on the prop guards or something like that, just to help out in case you happen to run into someone or something. You won't do as much damage or you won't hurt them. So that's pretty much it for the box. It's a decent sized box. I'm just going to lay it down. And I opened it from the top last time just to charge the battery mainly. I'm going to slide this out. There's everything you get. And of course the instruction fell out. Now the instructions are pretty simple. These are actually decent instructions. They're not Chinglish. It's actual English. Everything is marked out pretty nicely. Easy to read, easy to understand. Shows everything you may need to know. Charging, how to switch parts out on it, first time flight setup, and so on. So I recommend you reading this, especially where all the buttons are. I haven't actually tried the buttons, so I'm actually going to do that on our first flight. I'm going to show you what button does what, and we're going to do that together. You get a bag of accessories. You get a simple USB balance charger. This could either plug in with a wall adapter from like a phone or something to a wall, or you can plug it into your computer. It plugs into the balance port, and then you just simply balance charge it. These usually take a little while to charge. Typically, you can get them anywhere from as low as 0.5 of a milliamp up to, if you're lucky, get a 1 milliamp one. I doubt this is this high. It's probably like a 0.5 milliamp. So you get a 650 milliamp battery per se, which is what it is. It'll take you about an hour and like maybe 30 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. So roughly around an hour. If it's partially charged like they do in the beginning, it might take a little less. If you have a nicer balanced charger, I would use that. I have my mini, my pocket mini balanced charger I bought a while back, and it finally came, and I'm probably going to use that because it'll charge it faster. Just set on 1 milliamp, and it shouldn't take that long. You get the charger, and then you get the screws to mount the guards. So just keep that, nice to have. Slide it back in here. I want to kind of keep everything together for him. I don't want to mix it all up. There we go. And then the battery itself is a pretty decent battery. It is a 650 milliamp, 7.4 volt 2-cell. There, come on, focus. There we go. And it's a decent battery. It's nice and thick. It's slimmer for it to fit, and it's just thicker. It has a JST connector, which is a common connector. Hopefully I said that the right name. Sorry, I've had Nitro for so long, I've never gotten memorized or known any of the connectors for power. So I apologize if I'm not correct. Please, I'm always happy to, take comments, if as long as they're constructive or, informing me of something, I'm glad. There's the battery. You get only one. Then you get the controller, which is 2.4 gigahertz. It is not altitude hold. So you have to learn throttle management, which is nice, I think, in my opinion. Plus, I don't think it'd work too well with the tank attachment. And it has a few buttons, which I'll actually go over and make sure they are what they're supposed to be. Sometimes they can label things wrong, so I'm not going to call out the buttons and then be completely wrong. It does, let me just turn it on, it does have these little LEDs right here that flash while it's trying to bind. Short, small antenna. Yeah, Courtney would be happy about that. She got her eye poked out by the other remote control it probably had, so she'll be happy to see that. That's really short and stubby. What else? Oh yeah, this takes 4 AAA batteries. You can use a screwdriver that's provided to open that. It does come with this small screwdriver. Sorry, I had it to the side. That will be an accessory bag. It's a really small Phillips. It does work, and you can get every single screw out with this. There's one for the controller, and then you can also use it to put the prop guards on and take the screw that holds the battery, the battery door. So this is an accessory bag. These are your prop guards. You get 4 of them, and then these are your landing gear, which snap right on. I recommend putting these on. They don't need to be screwed in or nothing. They snap on and they stay tight. I've tried these out. They're really nice. You have to pretty much use these unless somehow you can balance out the drone perfectly level in the beginning while it's calibrating. So if you have it all crooked and jacked, it's not going to fly right. You're going to want to put these feet on. And they're not that heavy at all. I would not have that much of an impact on flight. Unless you can hold it level, perfectly level in your hand, which I don't know, many people have to do that. It needs to calibrate obviously in the beginning. So there's your feet in your landing gear. And then the drone itself is pretty cool. It doesn't look bad at all. It's this white and red theme. Red's not my favorite color, but it looks pretty cool. I guess it kind of has like a little helmet or a face. I don't know. The red ones are the front. The white ones are the back, which is kind of weird. It does have lights, but only when you're giving it power, throttle. If you turn the throttle all the way down, the lights go out. So if you plug it in initially and you don't see the lights lighting up, they're not broke. They're just not going to work until you give it juice. These are geared. It's not direct drive. They have these nice big gears. These are decent sized little motors. Should have plenty of power. The props are just simply held on with one screw on the side right there. You could probably take these apart, replace something, repair something if you had to. Now this is my favorite part. These arms come out easily. Not easily enough to where they'll come on its own, but if you pull them apart, they'll come out, no problem. You just pull them apart like such. These look like Dean connectors to me. You know, they look like they took a Dean's connector of batteries and used it to connect which is a good idea. It holds tight enough to where it's not going to come out on its own. Maybe if you wreck really, really hard, it might pop out. Make sure you pull straight out, and then when you put it in, straight in, all the way in, and it'll stay on. It works just fine. I don't see that being an issue. So you just unplug these. I'm going to leave these unplugged just for a moment. And then what else? Looking underneath, it has a simple method. The camera slides on and then locks. It does have the plug for the camera. It looks like 3 wires for it, for the plug. It does have an switch, which is always nice. And then the battery door had a screw in it. I removed it because this battery door is not going to come open. It's really tight. The only reason I can't get it in my fingers is because I have no nails. You just got to push this in and lift up. Door comes open. Your battery goes in there. Plenty of room. You could definitely put a bigger battery in there. It has a stopping point right here that stops the battery right there. So it helps it kind of sit in place right here. That's why it has another one right here as well to kind of hold it in place. So it doesn't, you know, rattle around and bounce around, and it's centered to be in the middle. See, it's centered to kind of be in the middle of the belly, so it's not, you know, off balance or anything like that. What else? So the battery is, I think I said what the battery was, a 650 milliamp. I'll just show it again real quick just in case. Let me put it the right way, and it's 650 milliamps. 7.4 volt. So it's a nice little battery. There's the door. Let's just go ahead and throw this in here for now. Put it in there and tuck in the wires. You charge it obviously with a balance port. A balance charger. You tuck those wires in. Close the battery door, and then they say if you want to. And then here are the tracks. They have built-in motor into the actual unit itself. All it needs is just the power. So you just simply take your first one, line it up, push it in, all the way, done. Next, and it's just that simple. You grab your other one, line it up, press it in, tight. Just like that, you have a little tank. Has built-in motors, little plastic wheels, guides. The tracks are rubber. You can see the little teeth that catch. Then it turns it, causes it to turn. It has these little grooves in when they go into it, so it turns it. So it works just fine. Has the 3 different speeds. Supposedly on the ground it can drive around for 30 minutes. We'll test that out. I'm going to pop these out. I'm going to give you a quick little size comparison. So let's go ahead and put the arms back on. Do believe red. See, yeah, this is what I'm not unsure about. When I got this, it had the red in the front. And they will go on both ways. For instance, that goes on just fine. Unplug it. This goes on just fine. So, I'm sure in the instruction manual it'll tell you red is forward and white is black. I think that's how I took it apart last time. I'll double check it. I don't think it makes an issue long as you'll know obviously when you're controlling it. Well, that shouldn't matter either because the board should tell it which way to go. So that's how it calibrates. So honestly, this is a decent sized drone. 7.4 volts should give it plenty of power. Let's just show you a quick size comparison. This is an X600. The body of the, I guess the Red Cyber is a little bit bigger. The props are bigger, just slightly bigger, and they're about the size of Bug's 3 props. The motors seem to be just barely a little bit bigger on them. What else? Both have off and on switches. Obviously this one has 6 motors, this one has 4, but just for size comparison. Now this battery is a 700 milliamp battery. It barely fits. It's really, really tight. Plus, doesn't sit in there right. It has to go past that point, and it kind of gets stuck up here, and it would be off balance. So This would be fine if you're driving it with a tank. I'm probably going to use this battery for the tank and then use this battery to fly. That way we can see how long it lasts. The 50 milliamps is not enough to be that big of a difference. It'll give you a general idea. What else? That's pretty much it for what you get in the package. I think this is a really nice drone. What's going to be the main test is the flight, obviously. I think I have it the right way. Let's turn this around, make sure it fits good. There we go. The main test is obviously going to be the flight, how it flies, how it handles, how fast it is, make sure everything works. It's supposed to have a return home in headless mode. We'll try those out. Typically something like this does not work. When you get something like that, go ahead and throw this screwdriver back in here for him so he has it. Set this up, and that's pretty much it. So it should be coming up really soon. I'd imagine maybe not today because it's raining, but the next few days, definitely by the weekend. By the end of the weekend, should have this video out for you guys. Like I said, I'm going to have him driving the tank portion, and then I'm going to be flying, obviously. Maybe I'll try to let him fly a little bit, see how he does. And then post it for you guys. So I really appreciate the views. I appreciate the support, the likes, the comments. Please comment below. Just make sure it's family friendly. What else? Oh, don't forget that we are going to be doing another giveaway in May, about middle of May. It's going to be, it's going to have at least one big outdoor drone. And then, unfortunately, the two drones that people did not respond in 48 hours, they forfeited their prize. And then I'm going to try to give them away. So, the H36, the JRC H36, which is a great little indoor and outdoor drone. And then the Firehawk, I think it's the GB202. That thing is really punchy and fun and zippy. So those are nice drones, man. I just really wanted someone to, you know, enter and win them, and unfortunately they did not. So, but the two other people that did respond did get their drones. I got a comment from, I got a response from both of them. Let me know that they got them. So I'm happy to hear that. I do pay for the shipping, everything. All you just need to do is just simply follow the rules. It's going to obviously have the big outdoor drone, the two smaller indoor/outdoor drones, and then I might throw another prize, and I haven't decided yet. So it's going to be at least 3 items, maybe more. So I'm going to try to do giveaways as much as I can, giving thanks and, you know, showing my appreciation for you guys watching my videos. I know they're not the greatest. My editing is terrible. I do not honestly know how to edit. I'm working on it. I'm just trying to be honest about the products I review. There's no one gives me these. No one sponsors me. I just spend my own hard-earned money on them. So the likes and, you know, the likes and the subscriptions really help. You know, shows me that someone appreciates it. And that should be it. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. I'll see you. Bye-bye.